Network Entertainment.
An anti-political dynasty bill. Is it time? Now, this is what we need to unbox, unpack, and decode. So let's talk. I'm Pio Ontiveros. My guests in this episode of Let's Talk are three doctors. Parang doktor eh. From three different schools. Okay, UP, Ateneo Lasal. First, there is Dr. Professor Antonio Tonton Contreras. Hello.
Hello.
Thank you for being here. Dr. Doc Melay Abao.
Hello.
Also a
Yeah.
batch ahead of me in Ateneo. And
Yes.
disclaimer, you're very good friends with someone we know. Yeah. My sister. Yeah.
Okay.
Best friend daw ng kapatid ko. And of course, Melay's from Ateneo, former political science department chair. And of course, Dr. Julio July T. Hanky of LaSalle.
Losol.
LaSalle.
Yes.
Animo Lasal.
Animo. Thanks
Animo
for-
Lasal, one big
Thanks,
fight. And
yes.
ano ba yung sa inyo? UP?
UP naming mahal.
UP naming mahal.
UP namin.
Scholar,
Hindi, yun yung
scholar ng bayan.
Scholar ng bayan, ISKO. Hindi yung cheer nyo. Ano yun? Universidad. Ano to?
Universidad.
Universidad ng Pilipinas.
Oo. Pero yung isa, yung sinasabi nyo, UP fight.
UP fight.
Oh,
Yeah.
Pantapat sa mga one big fight natin.
UP
But
fight.
anyway, ibang one big fight natin itong episode na to. Okay. So I wanted to begin with this. I wanted to ask each of you to please state first, not in very doctoral terms, okay? State your position on this anti-political dynasty bill, or the possibility or the dream of it, no? On the measure, and what kind of bill are you hoping for? But we'll try. I just wanted to ask you to try and keep it as brief as possible. Go straight to the point. So let's begin with Tonton Contreras.
Okay, my position on the anti-dynasty bill is that I support it, but at the same time, it should be nuanced by what could be implemented and enforced.
In
and,
other words,
and acted into law.
realistic.
The bill. It should be
Yes.
realistic. It should consider all the factors that need to be taken into consideration. And at the same time, it should not be a standalone reform. It should be in tandem with political reforms like party reforms, campaign finance reforms, and laws that could enable more citizen participation, particularly at the local levels.
This is what you say in your March 12 column, no?
Yes.
Sa Manila Times, basically.
Yes.
Yeah, I like that comment. It's very good. Okay, Melay Abao.
I'm coming from the mandate of the Constitution that's been there almost 40 years. And I know si Ton said it's not automatic, right? The provision, because it's not self-executing. But I think the Constitution is very clear, diba? Kumbaga, parang ginamit niya compound predicate eh. The state shall guarantee equal access to opportunities for public service and
prohibit
yeah,
political
so
dynasties.
they're grammatically, conceptually, they're related. So in other words, you prohibit the political dynasties because that's the way to guarantee, right, that there's equal access. So to me, that it's very clear that dynasties are obstacles to guaranteeing equal access. So, and I think that's a very important democratic value, the competition. No?
Okay. And so you want an anti-political dynasty bill in the form of which one? The Senate bill
The
or the
Senate
House bill?
plus
Although we'll go into
sana-
the details in a bit.
Yeah,
no?
the Senate plus sana fourth degree. Kasi the Senate is now second degree.
Okay. We're speaking, of course, of Senate Bill 1901 and House
Yes.
Bill 6771. July T. Hanky, you're so invested in this na pati yung a piece of art, makes you think of the anti-dynasty bill, the spoilarium.
Yes.
Yes.
I
Oo,
will-
your position.
Well, it's a topic that I've I've invested a large part of my academic and professional life, and I personally advocated. I've been studying the topic for 25 years already. It was the topic of my doctoral dissertation, and I've really done a lot to push this. And in the past 3 months, I've been going around both, media
Yeah.
appearances
Oo,
like
and
these
the schools,
and
3 times a
campuses,
week, ang dami yung invitation.
to
Oo.
push for
Yeah.
this. And essentially, when you speak of dynasty, because in the Philippines, I've always said that clans and not parties have been the building blocks of politics. So
Yeah.
this phenomenon of political dynasties have been entrenched in our nation's history. And it's not something that just emerged 4 decades ago. It's an issue that's been there from the very beginning. And that's the reason why the framers of the Constitution recognized that in order to really consolidate democracy in the country, that issue has to be addressed. And what is the issue? Dynasty is simply the concentration, consolidation, and perpetuation of power in a family. I'm not saying that all families are bad. It's not a question of individual families. It's the system. It's how, because our institutions are weak, and I agree with Doc Tonton that indeed it's you need to address the entire spectrum of if we use medical terms, no, of medicine, no, in order to address this cancer that we call corruption. And the root cause is monopolization of power. So if,
You make that direct correlation, ha?
of course,
May corruption ng dahil sa mga
Of
political
course, of
dynasties, sa
course,
mga pamilya.
It's because of monopoly, no? Political monopoly of power. And, just like in economics, if you have a handful of oligarchs, no, controlling the economy, that is not good for the health of the consumers, right? So that is an indication of market failure. But, in the same manner that if you have a limited access, and after all, the constitutional provision, no, Article 2, Section 26, states that it is a state policy that the state shall guarantee equal
Yeah.
access to opportunities. So the essence of democracy here is giving chance to others, no. And if if the pathway towards public service is clogged by political dynasties, then that is bad for the health of democracy.
Yeah. And the bill that you would like to see enacted into law is?
Yes, just like Doc Tonton, we at the Anti-Dynasty Network, together with Doc Melay, we would like, of course, the ideal, no? But of course, politics is the art of the possible. No? What is practicable right now? Because at this point in which 80% of all national and even local political officers are members of dynasties,
Yes.
elected and even appointed, it's next to impossible to push for a practicable bill without the say-so or at least the buy-in of the dynasties. And there are some members of political dynasties who are open to the idea. No? So we are open. The maximum demand of the reform constituency is, of course, up to the 4th degree of consanguinity and affinity, including the party list reforms. No, party list should not include members of the dynasty, and we also address the importance of cross-jurisdictional territory or constituency, because that is where ang incumbency advantage lies.
Yung cross-jurisdictional is when, for example, governor, si tatay ay governor,
Yes.
si asawa o si anak ay
Yes.
congressman.
Oo.
Yung
Kasi
ganon.
kung titignan natin halimbawa yung 2 batas ngayon na ipinasa, no, isa sa Senado, no, na pinasa ng committee headed by your sister, no, and then the other one at the House, no. The difference is that in the Senate version, it's very clear, no. National is president, vice president, senator, and then local, House is also included in the national, pero yung local is governor, vice governor, mayor, vice mayor, board member, council,
Bukal,
di ba?
konsehal.
And then barangay, di ba? So malinaw na malinaw. So pag binawal mo yung cross jurisdiction sa isang lugar, sa isang teritoryo,
Teritoryo, but then meron kang iba-ibang legislative
doon
district.
sa House version, no, and this is what Doc Contreras is saying, na patterned after the local government unit, may kanya-kanya siyang levels or jurisdiction. So, ang sabi ng House version, no two members of the same family can run at one level. So sa level ng governor, sa level ng vice governor. Pero kung isusuma total mo yun, pwedeng tumakbo at each level. No?
Yeah.
So in effect,
well, they wouldn't be. Wait, they wouldn't be running at the same time for governor unless magkaaway sila.
Just to correct,
Yes.
to correct.
Oo.
I think it's not the level that is being questioned.
Yeah.
It's basically jurisdiction. So from my understanding, from in the House version, it's that the province is one jurisdiction. So no family, no group of people belonging to the same family to the second level of consanguinity can run for governor, vice governor, and board members.
Bukal. Okay.
nang sabay.
Nang sabay.
Nang sabay, yeah.
Hindi sila pwedeng
That's
tumakbo
not-
because the province is a jurisdiction.
Yeah,
It's not an
okay.
issue of level of post. In the same manner that in the towns,
So
the
ibang
city or the
jurisdiction yan kasi
municipality,
mayor. Oo.
it's not possible to run for mayor, vice mayor, and councilors. But it's possible for them to run one in the municipality, in any position.
In any town
And then
or whatever. Congressman and governor.
and
pwede.
governor or vice governor, but if or in another town in the same
Right,
province, that's the version of the house. So jurisdictional, and the logic behind this is could be seen in the local government code, that jurisdictions, what is being limited, because the province is not superior to the town.
Right.
The mayor is not under the
Right.
governor. A province has its own check and balances. You have the legislative and you have the executive branch. The board is the legislative. You have the governor, the executive. The vice governor is part actually of the
Of the board.
legislature.
Yes.
Because he's the chair or she's the chair. The same for the town or the city. So that is in itself a check and balance. They are trying to scale down. They want, but what the House version is doing is, okay, this is an incremental step. What we just want to prohibit for now would be the concentration of power in a jurisdiction. Whether it's a good model or a bad model, that remains to be seen. But what we're trying to do, this is the thing that can be passed. Now, because I want to link that to the
And the thing
Constitution.
that can be passed parang acceptable.
Basta accepted by Congress.
Yeah.
To the
And this is
dynasties.
and this is the thing that I want to also comment based on Melai's point about the Constitution. We have to read the entirety of the provision because there is an important provision there, as provided by law. And therefore, that as provided by law is not an accident. It was intended to be there.
Yeah.
Because in effect, the provision, the intent in the first, which is basically to allow for maximum participation, has to be subjected to another process, which is the wisdom of the legislature. Now, of course, we can debate about whether they're wise or not. That's another thing. But the wisdom of the legislature, being the one who will legislate
Yeah.
the mechanics by which
Yes.
dynasties can be prohibited. Take note, prohibiting dynasties as provided by law.
provided by law.
That clause is not, again, to be taken lightly. The manner dynasties will be prohibited will not be on the fact that you want to maximize the access of people. That is the premise. It will be based on how it will be defined by the legislature. Unfortunately,
Yeah, you're
this
saying
is-
hindi siya automatic
Hindi
kasi.
siya.
Pero
Yeah.
Sige,
Okay, but
si-
I just
ano
wanted
na.
to, before Melay and Doc Melay and Doc July respond, I just wanted to zero in on the word that you used, which really stands out, incremental. Diba? So para bang pakonti-konti muna tayo. It's like testing the waters. It's like,
unti-unti.
it's like hindi testing the waters. Para bang you have to do a test. Kunyari, you build a building, you have to test it
In
first.
policy
gano'n, no?
design,
Oh.
there are two contrasting models when you teach policy. There's called rational comprehensive model. And there is the incremental model. Of course, there is also the mixed model and the
Okay,
group model.
okay, rational
But I don't want to give a
comprehensive
lecture
model
on policy.
is- okay, yeah,
But
yeah.
let's just take these two. Now, rational comprehensive is the ideal. Except that
Yeah.
you do not operationalize it in situations that are very complicated, there are very strong opposition to an
Right.
issue.
Right.
And so the incremental model is more, in fact, a lot of our policy making right now
It's like that, right?
it's like that. It's
Yeah.
incremental because it's
Yeah.
the thing that can be done. And going to the point of July, politics is the art of the possible.
Yes.
We do politics not to go to the ideal, but we do politics because there's compromise, there's
Right.
negotiations.
Compromise and negotiation, that's democracy, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, last I checked, practicing democracy. Sige, Melay.
No, ako I think actually I do not support the Marcos D bill. I think it's a convenient
House Bill
excuse.
6771.
I think it's a
Excuse?
convenient excuse to maintain dynastic control. Kasi even if you say the LGC, the local government code, actually it's also in the local government code that the province has to review all the executive orders of the mayors. The governor has to do that. The Sangguniang not the Sangguniang, the provincial Panlalawigan has to review all the ordinances of the municipal. And down the line, the mayor has to review what the barangay is doing, etc. So, and that doesn't happen actually in implementation. Kasi nga, ba't mo i-review yung kamag-anak mo? Diba? Bakit mo yan? So, in fact, the dynasties are circumventing what is in the local government code. And to me, I don't know, I don't want to be theoretical about it kasi in real life, hindi ka naman magiging gobernador kung wala kang mayor. Sa Philippine elections, and you know, we've been there 40 years more.
Pero
We've
may-
seen, 'di ba, ang usapin kasi, paano ka mananalong gobernador? Ang tanong sa'yo, ilan ang mayor mo? Paano ka mananalong mayor? Ilan ang barangay captain?
Paano ka mananalong
Paano ka mananalong
presidente?
Congress? Ilan ang mayor mo at yung barangay mo at yun. So,
Yeah.
they have gatekeeping functions. So,
pero may naging
they're not
presidente kahit
strict.
wala siyang mayor at governor.
Yes.
Oo. Yeah.
Tama yung sinasabi ni Melay about there is an element of supervision. But in when you talk about the local government code, you have to separate supervision and control. What is provided for in the local government code is that the provincial board will review any ordinance coming from the municipality and cities that are component, but not the highly urbanized. But it is only limited to issues of whether it is within the jurisdiction. Meaning legality. It's more like constitutional ba yan? They could not review it on the basis of just because they disagree or not. So that is one thing, that is a technicality. But I do agree that indeed the power of the dynasty is that if you have a lot of mayors, then you will win. Now the other thing kasi na gusto kong i-point out, pag naman fourth degree of consanguinity, tapos isasama mo ang barangay, kasi kasama yun doon sa bill, barangay. You have to understand the dynamics of many barangays in the country, particularly the rural areas, where if you're going to measure fourth level of consanguinity, it's going to practically be a significant list that you're going to exclude.
Yeah. You're going to eliminate a lot of
A lot
people
of people.
because in any town,
Yes.
halos
And the fact that it's going
higit
to...
sa kalahati kamag-anak.
because of the barangay, it's almost like in some
Yeah.
barangays, it's even more than half of the voters list that you're going to eliminate. So, the point is that if you're going to include the barangay, then you're practically now creating a situation where we're replacing a dynasty with another kind of political elite, which are usually demographically detached, highly mobile, kasi yung mga traditional na mga tao, yan yung may mga kamag-anak. And so you're trying to come up with a new kind of a political force that do not truly represent the ordinary. That's my point. So,
That's not necessarily
yeah,
the
I
case.
know. That's not
Yeah.
but you have to understand that in many areas, for example, I've looked at a sample barangay in my town.
Yeah.
And I did some simulation.
What town? What town
Buhi,
first?
Camarines Sur.
Buhi.
Okay.
Because
But there are thousands of
yes, one of
Yes,
my, but thousands of barangays, but you have to understand there are many barangays who will
Okay.
be like that.
Okay.
So yun yung isang point. So what I'm saying is that it's not a blanket ban.
Yeah.
It has to be based on evidence. It should be based on the ground realities. I do understand that we have to implement the anti-dynasty provision. But to make it so general, there is only one formula that we have to follow that is not evidence-based. That's not going to look at what's happening on the ground, the political dynamics that's happening,
Okay.
knowing that we have a very complicated political landscape. Might not be the best solution.
Okay.
Okay.
So I don't know how
Ka-
we're going to operationalize that. But
Yeah.
to have a single formula for the entire country with a political system and a political landscape that is so complex
Yeah.
might not
Ku-
might not cure the disease.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't think
Actually, kung
Barangay
kayo
Buhi...
kung kayo ang nagdedebate on the
Yeah.
floor, parang ang ganda,
Yeah.
no? But
I
anyway,
don't think
yes,
Barangay
July,
Buhi
Yankee.
is representative of the entire country.
Okay.
as well, no? So we cannot
A barangay in the town of Buhi.
Buhi,
Okay.
no? So we
Camarines
cannot say
Sur.
that that's also evidence based. But before I answer the
it's
barangay
evidence-based.
question,
Yeah, earlier you had
balikan
a
ko
point.
yung
Oo,
unang
balikan mo
point,
muna.
no? Kasi yung
Oo.
point ni Doc Tonton was about yung ang no, as may defined by law, no? So parang
As may be
ang
defined
emphasis
by
ni
law.
Doc Tonton is dun sa as may be defined by law, no? Pero sabi mo nga kailangan natin basahin yung Constitution as a whole, hindi lang yung section na yun, but the entire Constitution. The fact that it is placed at Article 2, Section 26, which is Declaration of State Principle, which is higher than suffrage, no? Because ang punto doon ay it is an exception, no? Doon sa sinasabi binoboto naman kaming mga dynasty ng taong bayan, right to suffrage, no? So doon pa lang. And kung babalikan kasi natin paano nabuo yung anti-dynasty provision na yan? You have to review the entire Journal of the Constitutional Commission of 1986, no? At ginawa ko yan, no? Ang unang nag-introduce niyan ay si Commissioner Jose Noliedo, yung pinaka-foremost na constitutional
Constitutionalist.
expert nung
Yeah.
time na yon. Sinubukan niya ipasok yan sa local government. Pero nabara siya doon, no? Na-turn down siya doon. Ni-revive nila sa Declaration of Principle.
Sinong bumbara sa kanya?
Marami.
Okay,
no?
okay,
Marami.
okay.
At ayoko nang sabihin, no? Pero na-revive nila yan sa committee doon sa state principles, no? And nanalo noona, sabi ni Commissioner Christian Monsod, noona he was debating for yung anti-dynasty hindi democratic yan. So lahat dapat porkit ba may apelyido ka, bawal ka na. So, nagkaroon ng breaks dun sa debate nila, no? Tapos nagbotohan sila uli, bumaligtad siya. So, ang boto nila was 1817, isa lang. Dahil hindi nga nila ma-define, no?
Yeah.
So, pinasa nila ngayon to sa Kongreso. Pero yun na nga ang naging problema dahil nga pinasa sa Kongreso na binbin ng 40 years dahil nga it's like asking Dracula to guard the blood bank,
Yeah.
di ba?
Oo.
Bantay sa lakay ang mga yan.
Oo.
They will not legislate themselves out of power. So, kaya tayo nandito because of that, no? At aminado naman si Commissioner Christian Monsod na nakasama ko siya sa lahat ng hearings sa House at sa Senate. At sinabi niyang na overestimate nila ang spirit of EDSA nung time na yon, and they na-underestimate nila yung greed of the politicians and the dynasties. No? So we are where we are. Now going back to incremental policy making, I'm all for that. I understand that pretty well. I teach that as well. No?
Yeah.
Pero meron din tayo kasing konsepto sa policy making na path dependency. Yung
Path dependency.
path dependency, no? Yung first move will always affect the succeeding moves. Halimbawa, pag naggawa ka ng bahay, yung semento sa umpisa, mamomold mo yan. Pero through time, nag-harden yan. And it will be more costly to rebuild. Diba? Yung
Okay.
path. Diba?
Yeah.
Ganyan ang nangyari. Pag sa design pa lang natin ngayon, at magpapasa tayo ng anti-dynasty, ay hahayagan na natin lahat ng mga loopholes at mga non-negotiables, no? Baka nagtagal, nale-legitimize. Hindi siya magiging anti-dynasty law, magiging pro-dynasty law pa siya. At nakita na natin yan sa party list, no? Dahil mali yung batas na ipinasa ng Kongreso at na-interpret ng ilang beses sa Supreme Court, hindi na ma-recognize kung ano talaga yung party list system. Ang fear namin sa anti-dynasty network, baka ganyan na mangyari. Sige, compromise tayo. May mga negotiable at non-negotiable. Pero yung hinahain ng Marcos version ng bill ay medyo kakaiba ito. Di ba?
Okay.
Siguro we can negotiate up to the second degree. Pwede yan. We can siguro yung barangay, ihiwalay muna natin. Yung party list, dun sa party list reform natin pag-usapan. Pero itong jurisdictional na medyo loophole to eh. Di ba? Palulusot
Yeah, but how are
sila
you going to, kasi you have that Senate bill, di ba? But even Melanie was saying Senate bill plus, no? There will be a bicameral conference committee
Yeah.
anyway, di ba? Doon sila magbakbakan, di ba?
Yeah.
I think the version of the Senate is more liberal and progressive than the version of the House. Despite the fact that it's only now from the fourth level, now fourth degree to the second degree. So there is the possibility that there might be a negotiation there. And I'm hopeful that that it could the problem with jurisdictional, because I do agree also that there might be some problems there.
Yeah.
Might be solved. But the other possibilities that they're going to enter a stalemate. And if they're going to have no agreement, then there will be no law.
No law.
So we're back to square one. So my point is that
When you say back to square one, kailangan magsampa
there's
ulit
no,
ng,
it's still going what we have right now, which is there's no ban. In any form, whether
Yeah.
it's first degree, second
Okay.
degree, or whatever, there will be no ban.
Yeah.
Now, going back to also to the issue of which July mentioned about, we should be reading the provision of the Constitution not in isolation but in totality. You have to also understand, and this is something that is not usually talked about, that the provisions about the qualifications of president, vice president, the senators, and members of the House are enumerated in the Constitution. And therefore, in constitutional interpretation of the provision, more specific provisions have more power than general provisions. And that enumeration is very specific. It gives only age, residency, citizenship, etc. It could very well also be questioned, if we're going to look into the totality, that if you're going to have an anti-dynasty bill prohibiting someone because of blood relations or consanguinity, you're already adding a qualification, which is going to be questioned. So again, that's the other side.
Yeah.
That the other side of the equation. You know, so we don't know whether that can be
But
a
quickly,
si
but
Mel.
quickly,
Oh.
but quickly to that point, no, Justice Carpio and Justice Ascuna have already mentioned that can be solved by putting it in the law, no.
Na? Saying what? Na?
Because it's in Article 2. In effect, dynasties are banned by the Constitution. It is an exception, no. So you're just by putting it in law, you are actually adding and putting force to that constitutional provision already. Of course, this is something that the lawyers would argue.
or
Yeah.
because Ascuna and Carpio are pro anti-dynasty, you would
Yeah,
say.
yeah.
But the Supreme Court might think
Yeah.
differently.
O sige,
So
wait.
it's going
si
to be a
Melay.
justiciable
Okay,
issue.
Melay.
Yeah, I just want to go back to the issue of jurisdiction. Parang kasi ako, I don't want to downplay, the connections that they have with each other. These government units, the local government. In fact, ang local nga, may connection yan sa national eh. Hindi lang lagi pinag-uusapan. Lalo pa yung local sa local. And in the flood control, for example, we see this very clearly. Si congressman ang nagkumukuha or congress rep ang kumukuha ng pondo, siyang di ba, sa budget, and then ang nag-implement si mayor, so parang,
Yeah.
di ba? And even sa yung local government ko, it's not technicality. There are provisions, for example, on taxation. Magkwari ka, 'di ba? Hatian 'yan ng meron sa probinsya, meron sa sa munisipyo, meron sa and ang mag-approve niya ng governor, etc. So may mga magkakaugnay sila, mga 'di ba? So kung ikaw tatay ka sa iyong gobernador, sa iyong tax ng probinsya, yung sa anak mo, sa kanya yung mayor, sa kanya yung tax ng, 'di ba? Imagine mo kung may kickback lahat 'yan, sa pamilya mo lang yan mapupunta, 'di ba? So you see the connections. Pangalawa, service delivery is always networked. You cannot deliver water without, 'di ba? You cannot deliver electricity, you cannot deliver water, you cannot build roads without the connections across, territorial divide. So ang mga mayor, syempre nag-uusap 'yan, 'di ba? So and these state resources, 'di ba? It's about state resources. How they actually, 'di ba, rationalize the use of state resources. I mean, ako mayor, hindi ako magpaplano kasi hinintay ko lang si congressman magsabi, yan ang priority ko kasi partido ko yan, 'di ba?
But
parang
an anti-political dynasty bill will not be the only thing that will be needed
Yes.
to solve that. That's all cultural.
Yes.
I was about to mention that.
But it is very clear, 'di ba? Yung capture nila ng state resources dahil magkakamag-anak sila. In the words nga of Mikey Defensor, excuse lang ha. In the words of Mikey nga, you cannot audit your own family. This is why there is so much concentration of wealth in families instead of it being redistributed
Okay.
to
Briefly,
the-
si Tonton, and then I have a
Yes.
battery of questions
Yes,
that I
because
need to go
very,
through.
very
Yeah.
briefly, I did some inquiry into the connection between flood control and dynasties because it's something that is really being said all the time. And of course, it's nuance again. There are areas indeed that dynasties are doing the negative impact. But there are also areas which I found out that do not have dynasties. Even non-dynastic politicians, they're drawn into the flood control corruption because of the system. What is now happening is that even in the absence of dynastic politicians, you have the contractor and the DPWH person in cahoots. So I'm not saying that dynasties will not play an important role. But what I'm saying, as you correctly pointed out, it's more complicated than that. So, therefore, the solution must be more authentic. I'm not saying that banning dynasties will not do anything, will not have a dent. But as a social scientist, I think it's also incumbent upon us to impress on people that this is not a panacea. This is not the this is
Not the
going
be-all
to,
and end
no,
all.
Nobody
be-all and
is
all.
saying
yes,
that,
but
no?
nobody's
Okay.
saying that. But that's how it is being projected in most of the media.
Yeah. Okay.
Right?
Yeah. You know, I'm not I don't have a doctorate or anything, but I've covered politics for 35 years now. So, and there's a lot
You're
that
a
we
doctor
see.
of praxis.
Praxis. Oh.
Professor of
And then-
practice.
Professor of
Yeah.
praxis.
And we've seen how, for example, the party list law, how it was circumvented and used for families also to re-enter politics kasi hindi na sila makatakbo
Okay.
ulit. Teka, wait, sir, sandali.
Sige.
And then at the same time, kunwari, yung mga contractors
Yes.
tumatakbo sa mga party list and then nakaka-capture nila yung pondo sa
Yeah.
kongreso, ganon. So now, ang next question ko is realistically speaking on the ground, okay? Because everything is, we're talking, these are all words now,
Right.
okay? You're based on your studies and everything, no? And I respect everything you have all said, no? So my question is, will this anti-political dynasty law, or bill or law, no, effectively breed proxy candidates? Because ngayon pa lang, ang dami ng ganun. And I can give you examples, not on the record, no. I can give you examples in provinces hindi na makatakbo. Meron silang mga bata na pinatatakbo. Bata ni Kwan yan. And we know, di ba? So that's what's going to happen because they will find a work around this law.
May I take a
I mean, even, lalo na, if you go for the maximum, if you go for fourth
Yeah.
degree of consanguinity,
Yes.
yun ang mangyayari, magpa-proxy sila.
Yeah, yung maximum naman ano yan hopefully magtatagpo yan, no? Yung sa Senado very progressive, yung sa House very conservative. Ang hope namin is ako personally is magtagpo sa gitna.
Yeah. No,
No?
my question,
Ang
Doc
question
July,
dyan,
my question is, will it breed proxy candidates?
that is always within the realm of the possible, no? Hindi mo maalis yan, no? Pero maaalis mo ngayon sa loob ng pamilya, no? Kasi ang mangyayari diyan, magkaroon ng proxy pero marami ring pagkakataon na maraming nag-proxy
Na-
pero at the same time kinalaban ng proxy yung kanilang sponsor, di
Like
ba?
who? Sample,
Ay, wag
sample.
na. Tayo na lang yan. Pero eto pa, no? Isang resulta kasi ng doctoral dissertation ko, bakit ba dumami tong dynasty ng ganito, no? Kasi doon sa original natin sa 1987 Constitution, naglagay ng term limits. Pero hindi ginawang self-executing yung dynasty provision. So ang nangyari, nung umabot na ng term limits yung tatay, yung nanay,
Oo,
pinasa
pupin,
nila. Dumoble
nag-musical chairs,
ngayon
oo.
yung mga kamag-anak.
Oo.
Pero may mga na-open up na ibang mga posisyon sa probinsya or sa kongreso, lumipat sila.
Oo.
So, dumami yung tinatawag na fat dynasty,
Yeah.
naging obese. Dati
Yeah.
kasi tin dynasty lang yan,
Oo.
pasa-pasa, sunod-sunod.
Oo.
Ngayon naging sabay-sabay. So, ang isang inaasahan natin, hopefully, na with the term limit plus the anti-dynasty regulation or ban, no, ay mababawasan. No? Mababawasan. Pero hindi yan mawawala. No? Ay, wala naman nagsasabi na ito ang end all and be all. No? Kailangan mong campaign finance reform. May isa pang nakabinbin na batas for 20 years sa Kongreso, yung Political Party Development Act. Nandyan yung anti-party switching, yung campaign finance, yung public subsidy to parties. Na isa rin na pinaglalaban
Tapos dapat
namin.
ipinalize din tumakbo sa convention, hindi nanalo. O sige,
Nagtayo
form na
na
lang
sariling
ako ng
party.
ibang party, mga ganon. Okay.
Hey, his name is Chico Garcia,
And his name is Gino Killiamore.
and together we are Only Fun.
That's right, for only $12 a month.
Ah.
Joke.
But if you're willing to pay, why not? No, we're from a podcast that talks about movies, TV shows. Basically, we do reviews of K-dramas, whatever really, whatever is on streaming, whatever is on cinemas. We also get to occasionally interview celebrities, actors, directors.
And of course, infused with our own witty brand of humor and slice of life.
Wow. I guess we don't infuse a lot.
Check it out.
Why don't we just like, in the States, ba wala namang term limits? Huwag na lang mag-term limits and then go full scale, full throttle on the
ang
anti-political
solusyon
dynasty.
dito, sabi nga ni Doc Tonton, institutional, systemic, palakasin natin ang political parties. Baguhin natin ang campaign financing ng pagtakbo dahil napakamahal, ang nakikinabang lamang yung mga nasa poder.
Okay. Yes, Melay.
Yung sa
Microphone.
Doon sa parties lang. Actually, pag tiningnan mo, the arguments for dynasties is that they provide continuity, they already have the expertise, they provide stability. Kaya pag, my God, pinaalis mo yan, di ba? Malaking yung nire-raise ni Tonton na marami kang maaalis dyan. Ang argument ko naman is that whatever good the dynasty seems to be doing, a political party can also do.
Or should.
Right? Or should do, yes.
It doesn't.
No, but the thing is,
It does
precisely because the political dynasties have been so entrenched that they have really replaced political parties. So,
okay.
to me, parang
Yeah.
sa akin lang, why will we choose a dynasty over parties when in fact dynasties have no potential at all of being democratic? Only parties, they're not democratic
Talaga,
now.
dynasties have
but-
to be democratic.
Of
Talagang,
course,
in other
I
words,
mean,
walang,
a
kasi di ba
father, a
merong, yung, di ba
mother,
merong,
a son.
merong tinatawag nga na may good dynasty, may bad, di ba? May ganun eh.
Actually, si July,
and then
may term-
sometimes,
yung research
oo.
nila, July, may predatory dynasties, may mga
Yeah, it's a system kasi, di ba?
Oo.
And
Pero,
sa akin,
oo.
yung sa family, there's nothing forgivable in a family. I mean, in most families, di ba?
Yeah.
So, automatically, you don't hold your family members accountable.
Yeah, but I have,
Especially,
I have another
diba?
question.
So,
Why is it that when we like someone from a family, we call them a political family? When we don't like them, we call them political dynasty.
Yung iba nga legacy pa ang tawag.
Oh, yeah.
Legacy.
Oh, so bakit ganon, di ba?
I mean, it's because it's also part of branding. It's a part of political optics.
yeah.
It's part of partisan biases. But the other thing that I think that should be talked about, because you talked about proxies. The Philippines, when we talk about families, we talk about extended families. We find ways to find a link with someone, even if actually hindi naman
Yeah.
by affinity or
Oo, and then
consanguinity.
endorsement, kahit endorsement,
So you have
Endorsed by
fraternities,
families
you have
also.
sororities, you have student organizations, they call them brads and sis. So aside from the actual affinity, consanguinity structure, there are many cultural structures about kinship
Right.
that are
Oo.
not family based.
Oo.
Because we're basically
Fraternities,
that. That is
yes.
our culture. So that is the other thing that probably needs to be factored in. We are trying to legislate something that is good for us, but might not necessarily be authentic in terms of our cultural construct. So we have to be very careful. I'm not saying that we should not be doing that, but I think we should strategize. And I do understand, I agree, that we have to strengthen our political parties. And I wish the emotions, the advocacy for strengthening political parties will be as intense
Yeah.
as what we're seeing now for the dynasty
Yeah.
battle.
Oo.
I
Yeah.
hope
Okay.
the push will be equal. And in terms of also of creating more space for political participation at the local levels, having more consultative, requiring, for example, no one knows right now that Senate hearings are open to the public. Nobody knows that you can just drop by and say, I want to talk. Because this is a public hearing. Wala nakakaalam ng ganyan. Akala mo kailan kang imbitahan para pumunta ka sa Senado. No. If there is an advertised side public hearing, I can go to your sister and say, Risa, I want to say something. But because of lack of political literacy, people don't know that.
Okay.
So therefore, that could be one of the reform. Because the moment people are more aware, right now, I'm in Laguna right now, and our governor is doing something about the supplemental budget. I speak up. If more people speak about it, then there will be vigilance. There will be, and so what I'm saying is that there will be structures where we can check
Okay.
Dynastic and non-dynastic power.
Okay, okay. I have more parang reality check question. So, hindi ba for you to win an election, and ito na ito na tayo, di ba? Someone you will need allies on the ground, di ba? And therefore, yung kandidato na national has to realize syempre all politics is local. So syempre pupunta siya sa mga politiko sa local level. Sino yung mga yan? Yung mga pamilya. And if you're going to court their support because you need to win the national elections, and I think this is more crucial for the opposition candidate, the tandem, whoever they are, di ba? If they're going to court that support, baka talikuran sila ng halos lahat ng political families because they're hammering on an anti-political dynasty bill right now.
Yeah.
Diba? I mean, I'm not saying you shouldn't because you need their support. I'm saying that's the reality. Unless, of
Yes.
course, the family, the dynasty will say, it's okay kahit na
Okay.
mag-anti-political, I'll still support you. Eto, 100 milyon, parang
Okay.
ganon.
Ito ang katotohanan na nangyari. No? The first attempt to pass the law was noong 1987, no? Si Senator Tito Ginggona. No? After that, the real opportunity to pass this was during the time of Noynoy Aquino. No? Because talagang pinangako niya yan sa kampanya niyan. No? Kasi I should know because I was one of those who helped write his platform. No? And in fact, yung second to the last State of the Nation address niya, pinangako niyang ipapasa niya yan. No? In fact, umabot yan ng second reading. Kaso pinabalik, instead na mapunta sa third reading sa plenary, pinabalik sa committee. Dahil malapit na daw ang eleksyon. Ang katotohanan nun, because the Liberal Party had their candidate at kailangan nilang makipag-deal sa lahat ng dynasty. Kaya pinatulog uli yung dynasty na yan. Nung panahon naman ni President Duterte, isinabay yan dun sa pagtulak sa federalism. No? So ang grand bargain supposedly was, sige, ipapasa yung federalism pero pumayag kayo sa dynasty. No? I should know kasi isa ako sa mga sinama dun sa Puno Commission para pag-aralan yan. So, kaso hindi nga natutuloy because of that very same reason na sinabi mo. Na dahil nga in the end, yung national candidate, specifically yung tatakbong presidente, kailangan ng suporta nitong mga pamilyang ito, kaya nabibinbin yung pagpasa nito. At ito ang nakikita natin nangyayari ngayon.
Oo.
Dahil
Oo.
nangako si BBM na itutulak niya pero ganitong klaseng
Siguro
batas.
kung nangyari to sa first half ng ng Marcos administration, itong 2022-2023. But now kasi the timing is it's 2026. Diba?
Kaya lang
eve
naman
of
siya
the
napilitan
elections,
because of the flood control scandal. Kaya lang naman siya napilitan na ipangako ito. Pero ngayon sa tingin nila, sa tansya nila, ay wala na. Wala na itong flood control scandal.
Yeah.
You can say
So
something.
what is the answer? Teka, so the answer there, Doc July, is wala tayong magagawa. Tuloy na natin ang
Malabo
anti-political
ngayon.
dynasty bill and then wag na nating asahan yung support.
Ang malabo
Ganon.
kasi,
No,
pag
I mean,
iaasa natin sa mga politiko, may iba pang paraan na ang tao mismo ang magbabalangkas ng anti-political dynasty law. Yun
no,
ay
but how
tanong
do you
mo
make
mamaya.
my question there is yung opposition candidate, the tandem, whoever they are, they're the ones who are pushing for this, right? Now, how are they going to go to all these local politicians and ask for their support in spite of the fact that they've pushed for this law that will directly challenge
So,
these
what you're saying,
politicians? I mean, I'm just talking about
what you're saying,
realistically
PS, there are two
speaking.
issues. One is passing the law, the other one is winning an election.
Yeah.
Those two things
Oo.
are quite
and then
different.
like Doc Julenga was rightly pointing out, pag mag-election kasi talagang ganun nangyayari. So yung sinasabi ko lang, yung timing, sana ito nangyari bago.
Kaya nga sinasabi ko,
Eh,
mukhang
nangyari
malabo.
flood, oo.
Mukhang malabo nga. Kasi
Malabo
nga,
ang-
malapit
yeah.
na ang eleksyon.
Oo.
Kaya lumalabo na either ipasa yan or kung may ipapasa man, it's a very highly watered down version. Para lang masabing maipasa.
Yeah.
So ang sinasabi ko naman, ang option ng tao is really yung people's initiative, which is another topic altogether. No?
Yeah.
Pero
Oo.
si Melay may gustong sabihin.
Yeah, Melay, before, yeah. Habang nag-isip si Melay.
Okay,
Teka,
yeah.
yung in one sentence, how are you going to do the people's initiative? You think there is support? Is it because lumakas ang loob
By the way,
niyo ba?
there's-
Because,
before you-
because of the
before-
survey?
Okay.
Before
Because of the
that is
survey
answered,
na,
let me just point
na,
out
that Tonton has a
about
different
the
take
People's
on.
Initiative, wala pang record na national law na naipasa ng People's Initiative. That's the
Yeah.
thing that needs to be put in context. So
Yeah. And
this is going to be the first.
Is
if
that a
happens.
main concern of people now?
Yeah.
Diba? Or is it, is it corruption? Is it anti-political
Hindi,
dynasty?
yung
Or is it
first-
the food in their stomach? I mean,
Yeah,
what
yeah.
is it? Ano yung...
Pero
ano
yung latest Pulse Asia kasi from 54
Yeah.
late last year, ngayon 64 na.
Pero-
Yeah, kaya malakas ang loob ng
May
lumalakas ang
I
loob.
comment on
anti-dynasty
that
network.
about the
Oh.
surveys? I think
Yeah, you have a
surveys,
different
their
take on
surveys are
that.
good indicators, but you have to understand that the way surveys are conducted, it's an support or not support. But this debate is very nuanced.
Yeah.
You have to understand that there are many details that cannot be simply be captured in a yes or no question.
Okay.
So I think that's one thing that I'm not saying that it's not indicative of the support. What I'm saying is we will be very cautious
Yeah.
in interpreting the result that 80% really
Yeah.
do not like dynasties because pag pinaliwanag na sa kanila yan, baka mamaya magbago ang isip.
Okay.
Alam mo
Teka.
naman ang ating...
Yeah, it looks like Melay Abaw already remembered what she was about to say. Sabi mo na bago mo makalimutan ulit.
Hindi, kasi kanina, di ba, sinabi mo yung tungkol sa mga proxy, paano yan gagamitin nila. You have to go into the discussion on the limits and possibilities of reform. Diba? You do reform because they're supposed to shape people's behavior, right? But that
okay.
is not an assurance. Diba? May limits ang reform. Kung gusto mo ng overhaul, mag-revolution ka, wag ka mag-reform. Diba? Because reform, like,
Uy,
completely-
nag-revolution na tayo, EDSA. Ano nangyari?
Hindi naman yun.
Hello.
Ay, nako.
Hello. Okay,
Well,
yung election
debatable.
noong 1987,
it was not,
ako.
a revolution
Sino pa-
to me is
yeah.
an overhaul of a structure.
Social
Hindi,
revolution.
hindi,
It's
hindi
not the
revolution.
changing
Hindi revolution
of
ng
art.
EDSA.
Hindi naman totoong
Okay, teka lang,
revolution.
huwag na tayo
Nako,
pumunta
ibang
doon.
issue yan. Ibang issue yan.
Okay. Mawala na naman.
Mawala yung sinasabi
Anyway,
nila.
ang sinasabi ko lang, ganun lahat. Ganun ang gagawin nila sa political, ganun ang ginawa nila sa party list. Ganun ang automated election was a reform, di ba? But now they are finding ways to cheat even with automated election. So it's a struggle. You
Yeah.
fight for
Yeah.
how to
Yeah.
improve things and so to me yung question na parang paano mananalo ang opposition na ganyan, anong klaseng opposition ka kung ang elite lang ang nagre-rely ka lang sa elite, 'di ba?
Okay. So in
Ibig
other words,
sabihin-
Mela, you're saying na kaya naman i-push natin ang
kaya
maximum for an
kasi-
anti-political dynasty law and to hell with getting support from the local politicians represented by the political dynasties or the families. Ganon?
Yes, you don't
Is that it?
rely on that mainly kasi ang context then matters.
Yeah.
Okay.
Galit ang mga tao, 'di ba?
To be
Ayun,
fair, may
diba?
mga families naman na open sila. Di ba?
Yeah.
Open.
Oh, yes, that's what they say on the record. Yes.
2028 elections for me is an issue of existential proportions. There is a candidate that we don't want to win, personally.
Really?
Yeah.
Talaga ba?
And
What are you
so,
talking
and so
about?
there is something that needs to be done.
Grabe,
What
from
is mo-
anti-political dynasty law now we're
What is
talking.
more
Okay.
important is making sure that there is a candidate that is an alternative that can win.
Yeah.
So that we can even continue talking about this thing.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Because
so,
if that person is going to win,
okay.
forget
So ibang episode na yan,
Ibang
ha?
episode
Oo.
yan.
Yeah.
Kaya
So, balik
yun yung-
tayo dito.
This is
Babalik kami, ha?
About
Babalik.
Tactics and
initiative.
strategies.
Oo.
Can I
Kasi pag yun ang
explain?
isang manalo, maniwala ka, pwede muna tayo mag ceasefire. Para siguraduhin lang na mananalo sa 2028, yung pwede tayo mag-continue ng discussions about how to push for that reforms.
Okay.
Can
Yeah,
I go
Melay,
to the
sige.
People's Initiative?
Yes.
Okay.
Oo.
It has not been done before
Yeah.
by citizens.
Yeah.
This one will be a push by citizens, right?
At lumakas
So-
ba ang loob nyo ng dahil sa survey? Yun,
Yes,
no?
and it's it's
Even
the
before the
purpose is
survey.
just
Even
so
before the
clear.
survey. Yeah, okay.
And so we have options. If
Okay.
the House, the BICAM will not produce anything, then the initiative is for a law. And then there's a referendum, most likely in the 2028 elections as well, diba? So in other words lang, madidelay lang ito. Ang implementation niya will be for the
Yeah.
next round. The
Okay.
other is if they come up with a watered down law, then we can also initiate an amended law. Parang
okay.
ganon. So there are
Yeah.
options
Okay.
that we can
Let's
we
go
can
back.
push for a half-baked law or a law that is not so satisfactory,
Yeah, na parang
and make
narit-
sure that the winner in 2028 will push for amendments. That is, I think,
Yeah.
That's another
track. That's another episode. That's another election.
Pero balikan
But
ko
then-
lang yung sinabi ni Tonton na it's wala pang national law, but it's been tried no in dalawang chacha attempts no
Yeah.
na under FBR and then
FBR.
under GMA no. Pero ito nga yung first time na manggagaling mismo sa citizens no, and there's a lot of interest even before the surveys were asked, yung results ng surveys ay release no, ay marami ng interest lalong-lalo na sa
okay.
iba't ibang sectors like the church, business, youth, professionals, and studentry.
My,
Yeah,
my,
okay,
my, my concern about People's Initiative is that it could also be divisive, because I think the political dynasties you're referring to will definitely move to oppose it. And it's something that may not go in sync with the need to unify so that we can have a common candidate to win. That is my fear. It might create, because we're 2026, 2 more years, and we're in 2028 already.
2
So
years
we
and
might-
1 month.
Yeah, so we can create a
2 years and
very
2 months.
toxic landscape.
Yeah.
That with all this
Yeah, oo.
corruption and so
Yeah.
on.
Actually,
it will
that's
complicate.
something that you should
Ako-
listen to. It might create a toxic landscape.
Right.
I'm not saying
Pero
that so that you
ang
will.
read ko kasi
so that, I'm
dyan,
not saying
Pia.
that so that you will not do a people's initiative.
No,
But
ang
it's
read
something.
ko dyan, in fact, is to channel all this anger and this emotions of especially the Gen Z into something and use this opportunity to campaign for People's
Okay.
Initiative to actually organize for 2028.
You have to
Ng alternative.
You have to understand that the first victim of a political dynasty bill through People's Initiative is the candidate that most people fear.
Yes.
So, and
Okay.
with the surveys that says already like 48%,
Yeah.
you're going to deal with
Oo.
a figure that is worshipped on a very
Yeah.
idolatrous way already.
Okay. Wait, alam mo, wait, nasa 50-minute mark na tayo and I have several other points that I just wanted to bring up. I just wanted to go back very quickly, very briefly to EDSA. So we just celebrated 40 years, ganon, ano, na. And I don't know why we keep calling it a revolution because political revolution. But the problem is, who were elected to Congress in the 1987 election? This is the first post-EDSA election. Exactly the same political dynasties that were there before 1986.
Correct.
Hindi ba? And for every Congress after that. And I know I may not, again, I do not have a doctorate like you guys, but in 2007 I did a special report and I checked the list of members of every Congress, beginning with the 8th Congress, meaning 87 to 92, 9th, 10th, 11th. I went through the list and I looked at each name, and for every Congress, 3/4 of them are political dynasties.
Correct.
In spite of the fact that we had the EDSA revolution, that we have this constitution that specifically prohibits political dynasties.
I
diba?
did a similar study.
I mean,
diba? And ang tinignan ko nga lahat ng political families since the American period, no? So more than 100 years, no?
Practically the
So
same.
ang classification ko nga yung durable, no, more than 50 years, they compose 37-38%. Then yung dominant, yung nag-emerge sila after the martial law period and post-EDSA is more than 39. And then meron kang dormant, no? Yung natatalo for a while pero nakakabalik. At meron ka rin naman defunct. No? May mga defunct na totally nawala, no? Like for example, ngayon wala nang Laurel sa politika. Imagine, no? Jose P. Laurel, Doy Laurel, no? Speaker Joe Laurel, wala na, no? So meron nawawala, pero may mga pumapalit, no? So talagang it's
or
a
they skip a
phenomenon, no? It's
or
a
they
part-
skip a generation.
skip a generation.
They
Yeah,
skip
my
a
lolo was a
generation,
senator.
or a non-dynasty candidate end up
Dynasty ka rin
establishing
pala.
a dynasty.
Pwede, political family.
Family, okay.
Di ba? Kasi,
A
di ba kasi
legacy.
kayo ayaw nyo ng,
Legacy.
anyway.
Yeah.
Yes, was it
Yeah,
Tonton
yeah,
Melay?
go ahead.
Yeah.
No, Ako, I think what happened after EDSA kasi was both sa taas at sa baba. Hindi nagtayo ng mga institusyon. Hindi nagtayo ng mga partido.
We didn't
Cory,
follow
for-
up on what we should have done right after the EDSA
Yes.
revolution.
Yeah. Cory, for example, I mean, I don't want to devalue what she has done to our country, but I think the minute she said, I am beyond parties. Okay? I am party.
List.
I am. Yes, I don't belong to any party, 'di ba? That already signaled, 'di ba?
people na
the
hindi mahalaga ang
delegitimization of the
political
need
party.
of-
Oh.
The political
And then of
party.
course
Which is
she-
strange because her son ran
No,
sa
she,
LP.
she goes and joins the party of her brother, diba? So I
Dynasty.
think, I think so. I think that, and then also the left, for example, the left is very extra parliamentary. Ang tagal bago.
What a nice
mag-
term, extra parliamentary.
Yes, diba?
I-
But if you want to join the mainstream, you have to be a parliamentary party. So, and it took so long to do that na entrenched na yung. So to me, that's why I'm so against political dynasties. Yeah, because they're not the right institution to be intermediaries between our citizens
Oo,
and our
oo.
government, and you know they're not. They're not supposed to be the structure that will channel participation.
One of the areas
Yes,
that
yes, Doc.
one of the areas that I study in political science is culture and politics, the politics of everyday and ordinary lives. And so this is a domain where power is exercised, not just in terms of the state, but in terms of everyday lives. And so the issue about institutions, you talk about weak institutions, because we talk of the state as an institution. Political parties are state institutions. And yet, at the same time, we dismiss the fact that families and kinship is a very powerful institution in Philippine society. And maybe that is why durable ang mga pamilya, durable ang mga dynasty, kasi yan ang culturally anchored. And I think that's a very important premise. So therefore, we go back to why is there an anti-dynasty provision in the 1987 Constitution? Is it because the people, the framers saw a very dysfunctional effect of the dynasty, or is it because they don't want another Marcos
Yeah.
after?
Parang reactionary.
So therefore, because if the answer to that, therefore, kung ang dahilan lang bakit may provision is because they don't want to have another Marcos, then that kind of provision is not deeply rooted on anything. It's rooted on the fact that you want to prevent another strongman. It's not because the family was dysfunctional
Yeah.
as a political institution,
Yeah.
because it has always been with us. So ang problema ko lang, hindi naging evidence-based yung
Oo.
paglagay
So
ng provision.
it was a reaction to
Well,
a 21 Marcos,
Kaya
21-year
naging-
Marcos.
Kaya
the
naging-
87 Constitution was a reaction
Reaction.
to the Marcos. Pero yung anti-dynasty, hindi naman yan reaction sa Marcos dynasty lang. No? It's a reaction to the entire phenomenon of ano. Kaso ang problema nga, family is essential, but if family is the basis for organizing the state, hindi yan modern. No? Hindi yan part ng tinatawag
Feudal?
na modern state. Feudal yan.
Yun ay ang
diba?
hinihingi ko lang siguro, kasi di ba tayo, evidence-based dapat ang ano natin. Doon ba sa pag-aaral mo nung evolution nito, nagkaroon ba ng mga systematic studies na present sa framers of the Constitution noong 1987 about
No,
the
time na yun, wala.
family?
Undergrad pa lang ako nun.
Di ba? Ibig sabihin, wala ka pa.
Okay.
Pero ibig sabihin, nagkaroon pa ng ganoon data, nagkaroon ng empirical
I'm
study.
sure meron yan, no? Nung time na yun, meron yan.
Na-manifest ba yan sa
Okay.
minutes ng ano?
Well, of course, yeah.
Yeah. I guess we really need to go also into the question, if, so how do you change culture, right? Do you do that by not creating institutions? So to me, that's kasi, diba, malalim ang
Yan ang
so changing
problema naman.
culture.
Pag-kultura
Melay,
lang.
yeah. Are you saying, Melay, na to change culture, we have to introduce drastic reform,
Well, I
not
think
incremental?
If you look
parang ganon.
at the Korean model and the Japanese model, they have maintained the family nature of their politics. But what they did was to use it in a positive
By the way-
wait.
No,
Wait.
Let me just
Melay. Oh.
finish. If you want to change culture, then make sure when you do reforms, kasama mo yung tao. Diba?
Yeah.
Diba? Kasi sa pagreforma, nababago yung isip
Okay.
nila.
So kasama ito kasi the reality is 2 years away may election, 'di ba? So kanina sabi ko, yung opposition tandem, 'di ba? Hihingi sila ng suporta para sa kanilang kampanya, 'di ba? So ang ang next na question doon, will they alienate possible voters? So siguro baka masabi niyong yung kunwari yung mga botante ni Lenny or whoever is the opposition tandem sa kanila na yon. Pero there is a big undecided block. So will you alienate that undecided block, and that will spell the difference between victory for an opposition tandem or the victory of the one that Professor
The one
Contreras
who
keeps
will not
saying,
name.
diba? Diba?
No, pero I think kasi whoever runs in 2028, the anti-dynasty discourse will be an election issue.
Yeah, okay.
Right?
Yes.
Diba?
Election
So,
issue.
yeah.
Pero ang sinasabi ko, yun na nga wag na nating pag-usapan yung kunyari mga botante ng opposition na yung undecided. And even in
Which according
2022, na-point out yan ni na Robin, and there's a big undecided
Yeah,
block.
which-
Where is that block going to go? How will that block be affected by this move to pass an anti-political dynasty bill?
Surveys show that what matters most to these people actually is health. And
Health and jobs,
not
economy. Tapos
the dynasty debate.
Yeah.
So,
As in,
Pero
as in
alam mo-
most things, no, talaga namang pagdating sa basics, no, hindi talaga yan nasa isipan ng karamihan ng tao. Pero hindi ibig sabihin na hindi yan iniisip ng tao, di ba?
Yeah, okay.
So it can also be used as a mobilizational issue for those who might be interested.
Kasi-
And there lies the challenge of building mass-based politics. Parties that are truly mass-based, hindi elite-based. No? So,
Yeah.
yan yung challenge sa
Okay.
lahat.
So, parang
And
you're saying-
ang sa akin lang, ito ay oportunidad para mag-ikot tungkol sa isang issue na pwede ring maging tulay para magsama-samang iba't ibang sektor para magbuo ng tunay na partido.
Tsaka, ang challenge, including to academics like us, is to do that conversation about connections, 'di ba? Kaya kayo walang trabaho dahil sa dynasties din, 'di ba?
Okay.
Dahil sa pinaggagawa nila sa lipunan
No,
natin.
I understand what
Diba?
you're saying.
Yeah,
Pero
pero-
yung CDE voter, lalo na yung lower CDE voter, maintindihan ba nila, will they make the connection? Because they will listen to you and then they will go back to their local.
Yeah.
And then they
Pero-
will look at their
Yeah.
LGU and then
Yeah.
they will make
ako,
the connection.
dalawa lang sa akin ang importante.
Wait. Sorry, let's let
Yes.
Melay
Hindi, ako
finish lang. Oo.
We're going na kasi to the topic of winning elections. When the way to win elections, you have to have targeted messages and strategies per section of society, per ano. You cannot say yung halimbawa, wag itong anti-dynasty sa lahat sa kanila o hindi yan ang priority nila. So parang sa akin ibang usapin pa yon na it's really in the strategizing of like
strategizing.
sige,
That's why you have to decide: is it going to be an election issue?
Yeah.
Diba? Is it going to be front and center? In the same way, na
Yeah.
is corruption going to be the issue of the opposition? Parang
Dalawa
ganun.
lang sa akin ang importante. Importante coming from the fact that we are scientists. So therefore, dapat evidence-based kung ano man yung ating ipupush. Pangalawa, yun nga, yung fact na dapat hindi siya mag-lead to a toxic landscape that will undermine whoever is going to be the progressive candidate. I think yun lang naman ang dalawang importante sa ngayon.
Yeah. Okay. It's already, we've reached the 1 hour mark and I haven't had an episode in the podcast now. Nag 1 hour. So sobrang exciting. Kaya nga sabi ko kanina, dapat ito yung...
Tatlong madaldal
ganito
yung kinuha mo,
Dapat ganito yung discussion on the floor, di ba? Of both the Senate and the House.
Yeah.
Tapos pag nag-bycam, kayong tatlo na lang dapat magsalita. But, we need to wrap this up. So I'm going to ask for your final words. So let's start with Professor Dr.
I
Tonton
actually
Gutierrez.
give my final word.
Yes.
Two things.
Okay.
Whatever we say, whatever we do should always be based on evidence, data-driven. Number two, we have to make sure that whatever we do will not undermine the progressive politics that they want to push. And if the anti-dynasty law will be pushed, then it has to be based on research. It will be based on evidence, on data. And number two, it should not be in such a way that it's going to divide because the Lenny
To divide
voters.
what? The vote.
The voters.
the opposition
Well,
vote.
because the opposition vote already, so a lot of them are sold out to the idea. But you're correct in pointing out the middle, the undecided. That is the thing that we need to woo.
Okay, thank you. Doc Melay Abao. Ay, tapos na siya. Si Doc Melay
my
Abao
last word
naman.
siguro is that I am a political scientist, but on this issue, I'm a citizen. Okay? And I don't want to live with political dynasties anymore. As a citizen, I I live it. I live the consequences of this kind of concentration of power and wealth in just a few people. So, and I don't want to live I don't want to live with it anymore. So, to me, that's why I'm very active in the Anti-Dynasty Network, because I think what we need now is, this is not the time to be theoretical, right? It's a time to really say, oh my God, sobrang tagal na. Diba? Bakit tayo pa ulit-ulit? Diba? Kasi nga, it's all about power. It's like we don't have power. So now what we need to exercise is the power to be able to intervene, to participate, and say whether you like it or not, we are here.
Yeah.
Diba? So
Okay.
I think that's the message we need to the anti-dynasty bill has no possibility, maybe, given that they're all dynasts, but they're not the only ones that will spell the final outcome. We can also make a difference. And to me, that's the very important message na parang, why are you waiting for these people lang? Diba? There's some things that I don't know if we will win, but we can at least try to, diba, to push for something. They don't need it, but we do. Diba? So we can go on pushing for these things until we see the outcome that we really want.
Thank you, Doc Melay Abao. Doc July T. Hanky.
Yes, of course. It's always been said that public office is a public trust, and a political position should not be treated like a family heirloom that's passed from one generation to another.
Parang
One
cottage
of-
industry.
One of the essence of democracy is giving chance to others, and you just need to monitor what's happening in our Congress, in the House, in the Senate, and the quality of legislators we have right now. And eto na lang ba, no? Hanggang dito na lang ba tayo, no? Gone are the days of really the bright and the brightest and the brilliance, the talented are given the opportunity to serve in our government, in our legislature, in our local government units. And of course, by passing this anti-monopoly, anti-dynasty law, it opens up the possibility to a better future for the next generation of non-dynastic, non-members of political family who have dreams and passion and vision for the country. And they deserve better. And of course, these are from the millennials and the Gen Z. And, we are doing this not for ourselves. Palanding na kami, senior na kami, nandun kami nung EDSA 40 years ago.
Yeah.
It was not a revolution in the true sense of the word. It was a restoration of the elites and the dynasty. But the future is
Or
for the
an
next generation.
unfinished revolution.
It is
that we
an
can
unfinished
finish. Yeah,
revolution.
that we can finish.
And the anti-political dynasty provision is the unfulfilled mandate of the EDSA revolution.
Among many other
Among
things.
many other
Yeah.
things.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, thank you very much, Doc Professor July T. Hanky, Doc Professor Melay Abao, Doc Professor Tonton Contreras. Thank you so much. And like I said, ang gagaling ninyo. Pwedeng kayo na lang mag-discussion sa floor. Please, pag nag-bicam, And I think in a way, I hope what we were able to do for this episode was to unbox, unpack, and decode. Pero parang feeling ko bitin pa rin. And I'm sure you feel bitin then. And I'm sure the ones who are watching and listening feel na bitin. But again, I want to say thank you very much for being on the podcast on Let's Talk. Maraming salamat. And thank you everybody also for watching and listening. Bye.
The opinions of podcast creators, hosts, and guests are not necessarily reflective of the official stance of the Pod Network Entertainment, its hosts, or other network programs. The content created by the people behind the podcast is personal and not meant to harm any religion, ethnicity, group, organization, company, or individual.